I'm Rob and welcome to another Curbstone TV review. Today we have this massive beast from Affalterbach with us, the Mercedes-AMG S63 E-Performance. Yes, you heard that right, E-Performance. It's definitely not your average S-Class, but before we go on, take it out on the road, let's have a look on the outside. So, first thing we notice is the massive grille with the big Mercedes star logo in front. It's a heritage little wink to the 300 SL that won the Carrera Pan America in 1952, which is a design feature that we see on all Mercedes-AMG cars, and of course we needed to have it on the S-Class too. Lots of carbon fiber details in front bumper, side skirts, mirror caps, and also on the rear with the big diffuser. Then we have massive 20-inch wheels, and this one has the optional ceramic brakes. Looks beautiful. Then on the rear, of course, we have 4 massive exhaust pipes. Again, the carbon fiber diffuser, and then the badging that hides a little detail because we have the red accents. And this means that it's an E-Performance car. And E-Performance at Mercedes-AMG means it's a plug-in hybrid. So more about that while driving. And this is the 3rd E-Performance car in the range that Mercedes has made after the GT63S 4-door Coupe E-Performance and the C63S E-Performance. And this one again with the beautiful V8 engine. All right, that's the exterior of the car. Now let's hop in the back to see what's going on the interior before we are going out for a quick drive. Such a quiet place. The door shuts itself with a soft close. It's all quiet and peaceful inside, you know. Surrounded by luxury, starting with the incredible leather interior, this beautiful carbon fiber in the seats, and then the 4D surround stereo that just surrounds you in the entire car. Yes, it feels nice. And then in front of me I have this beautiful screen where I have all the settings that I want, like the massage, the heating, the ventilation, everything goes around here. I can switch from the music to the navigation, I have everything in front of me. And then with the push of a button, I can even just smash the seat in front of me and just lay down and enjoy the trip. Honestly, it's a lovely place to spend some time. But an S-Class should still be enjoyed behind the steering wheel, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. Even if I love being in the back seat, the best place in an S-Class, and definitely the S63, is behind the steering wheel. It's still a very engaging driver's car, and that's something that I still appreciate about the S-Class, because it's a car people love to drive. Definitely if you opt for this AMG version, driving now in comfort mode, it's very smooth, it's very quiet inside, you know. It's yeah, your typical S-Class. It's the perfect way, well, if you leave the house in the morning or go to the office or something like that, don't want to wake up the wife or the kids, then comfort is perfect because the car always starts in fully electric mode. If you want the V8 to wake up, then you just switch on the dynamic select button and there is your V8. Wakes up, makes a lovely rumble, exactly as we would expect from a V8. So about this engine, it's the 4-liter V8 that we know from a lot of AMGs, AMG GT, the C63, E63, all these cars, they have the 4-liter V8 engine, an engine that I really like. It has this really muscle vibe and this awesome noise, so that's nice, and still a lot of torque. So it's good for your daily commute. Delivers 612 horsepower in this S63 E-Performance and around 900 Newton meters of torque. So that's already pretty decent numbers. But then the E-Performance, that's where it starts to change a bit regarding the older C63, E63 cars, because we have an electric motor. It's 190 horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque. And the funny thing is, it's mounted behind the transmission, because transmission, the 9-speed transmission is only limited to 1000 newton meters of torque. So with that extra torque we would destroy the transmission. Bad idea. So they placed it behind it, but this also allows to put all that power from the electric motor directly through the rear wheels. So that's a funny thing. So when driving, normal I'd say, it's all going through the 4 wheels, and if you really go a little flat out, you can feel the power from the back pushing you through a corner, which can be really playful, and then the car really wants to kick its rear end out, and then you just feel all the power from the rear wheels, and it just pushes you through a corner, and it's pretty wild for a car of this size, because its weight is around 2.5 tons, so it's not light, but of course it's an S-Class and it's all the luxury, so it doesn't really bother. But it's still a very dynamic car for its weight. So a really impressive job they did there. And then about the electric power unit, so I told was mounted behind transmission on the rear wheels. It's not your classical hybrid ID, because a normal hybrid would drain the battery completely, and with the e-performance it doesn't do it. Why? Because it's not the idea of being your typical hybrid. It's a high performance hybrid. What's the idea? That you can use this electric power, this electric motor, as an extra on top of the V8 petrol engine, in case you need some extra power performance. So what the car does, that it's always keeping like 25% at least of reserve in the battery, just in case you need it and you want to hit the accelerator. You push it, it goes 100% of all that power combined. So combining all those two together, petrol, battery, we are at 802 horsepower and 1430 newton meters of torque. Just repeat that in your head. It's really a lot for a car of that doesn't look like a bloody race car or something. It's seriously impressive numbers. You can feel it pull even, from 0 to 100 it's fast, it's 3.3 seconds, that's fast. But then it goes from 0 to serious trouble insanely fast. Above 130, 140, it just it pulls and it doesn't stop. It keeps you like kicking you in the seat. It's pretty wild. You can feel the car, the air suspension trying to keep all wheels on the ground. It's really taking off. So that's something I really like about these kind of cars. You have all the luxury of your typical S-Class, because there's not a lot of changes inside. You have the MBUX screen, and you have this beautiful display in front of you. So that's all just typical S-Class stuff that you can enjoy. All that luxury, and combined just with all that power, something that I can really appreciate in a car. And then you have that different character still in comfort. It's so smooth. It's just a relaxing place to be in, just the perfect car to go on a trip. And then if you put in Sport Plus, immediately that engine that comes to life, it's triggering, it's like, oh, V8. I think as a petrol head, it's stuff that we all appreciate and like. And with the dynamic selector, it's just so easy. You can just switch the character of the car completely, drop a gear, and then you just fly away. It's bloody fast. And you don't feel all of that weight in the corners. It's still very light on the nose. Not sure how they managed to do it, but it feels very, very light, very supple. And of course, they managed to make the car turn around quick around the corner. First of all, without that electric engine on the back, but also because we have the rear axle steering. It's 2.5 degrees that the car helps you turn around through the corner. Also to park this thing, it's handy because it's pretty long. It's not as much as in the regular S-Class, because the regular S-Class is like 4.5 or even up to 10, I think, that's crazy. But probably because of the amount of power that the rear axle has to go through, they limited to 2.5 and just kept it at 2.5 with it, which is still a good thing. It makes your daily commute with this massive limousine a little bit more practical. So I have a few corners here. The car is just doing it with ease. Also a lovely feature about these AMG cars and S-Class things. Seat blows up a little bit in the corner to keep you straight in your seat. That sound. Ooh. And then we have the optional ceramic brakes on this one, so definitely enough braking power if you need to do some emergency braking stuff. And they look good too, you know, in that goldy orange color. Fills up the 21-inch wheels really nice. I think it's like I think it's the perfect detail, finishing touch on the S-Class. And they programmed the gearbox also a little bit different depending the settings. For example, in Sport Plus, like it's a bit more engaging. It's a little shaky, you know, to give that feeling. It's really changing the driving experience. It goes from your perfect city cruiser or a long journey car to a very playful thing. And if you're on a business trip and you want to go through a little shortcut through the Alps, this will definitely do it. This will definitely do it. Even pops a little bit on downshifts. And when going a little slower and upshifting yourself, you can really hear the turbos like blow off. I'm really happy Mercedes kept the V8 in a few models, including this one. It really, the S-Class really deserves a V8 engine. It has so much character. And I'm also happy that they're still not done with this, because we just saw the launch recently of the SL63 Roadster, which also has the same hybrid drivetrain as this one. So in a drop-top car, I'm pretty sure that's kind of wild to have that amount of power in a convertible. Must be insane, I think. So and that's the good thing, because this is the second car in the line that they did with the V8, because we saw it first in the GT63 S 4-door coupe, and it was already pretty wild. It was super spectacular and people really liked it. So I think Mercedes-AMG is on a good base to really keep that platform growing, and if they keep developing it, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some wild cars in the future with it. So yeah, and if you launch it like second gear, just it goes. No, and that's the thing, it just it keeps going. There's no moment the car slows down or something like that. It's just fast from 0 until 250, or yeah, if you go for the optional AMG driver package, it's I think it's 290. So yeah, the S63 E-Performance is your first class ticket to jail, honestly. It's impressive. Thank God we're in Mexico, we're allowed to do this, so it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, very impressive. And then you drop it down to 9 gear, it's at 1,200 RPMs at 100 kilometers per hour. Such a smooth ride, you know. And then again, you have all the luxury of an S-Class with the massage, the ventilated seats, the heated seats, the 4D surround sound of the Burmeister, which I absolutely love. I think a good stereo in a car is definitely a must. Definitely in this type of car, it's a wild package. It's a wild package, and I'm pretty happy that Mercedes has done something like this, because it's in the world of today, it's not easy anymore, and they did it. They really did it. Everybody needs a V8 one day in their life just to understand how awesome this thing is. So yeah, incredible car. I'm super excited. I was really looking forward to drive this thing. So thanks again to Mercedes-Benz Belgium giving us the keys to this incredible machine. And of course, thanks again to you guys for watching. And hopefully we'll see you again soon for another Curbstone TV review. Alright, take care, bye for now. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna enjoy it a little bit more. So take care, guys. Alright, bye-bye.